Part 1. The Sleeping Mother. I am dying slowly in my own bright, beautiful bedroom today. My handsome husband smiles and pays my cruel killer every single week. I finally understand the terrible dark game. I only said one word. My name is Sarah. I possessed an absolutely perfect and incredibly beautiful life. I married a highly successful and truly wonderful rich man named David. We shared a massive shiny house in a quiet, expensive city. We had two sweet, innocent children named Leo and Mia. They were the absolute bright light of my entire happy world. I believed I was incredibly lucky and totally completely safe from any dark, terrible harm. A sudden terrible car crash changed my perfect shiny life completely forever. A massive heavy truck hit my fast expensive car on a dark wet rainy night. The violent sharp impact destroyed my weak fragile body instantly. The loud terrible crash caused massive severe brain damage. I fell into a deep dark quiet coma for 2 long terrible years. My bright happy world turned into pure absolute silent darkness. I was completely lost. My older cousin Emma moved into my quiet beautiful house. She told everyone she desperately wanted to help my sad broken family. Emma was always a quiet plain woman. She lived a very simple boring lonely life before my crash. She offered to care for my 2 sweet crying children. She promised to cook hot healthy meals and clean the massive heavy house. She wanted to support my sad, lonely husband during his dark, terrible nightmare. David felt incredibly tired and totally, completely exhausted. He worked long, heavy hours at his massive company and worried about my broken body. He watched Emma care for his quiet, broken family with pure, deep gratitude. Emma acted like a perfect, sweet, helpful angel. She played fun, loud games with my young, innocent kids. She listened to David's sad, heavy worries late at night. She became the new, bright, warm center of the big house. David slowly fell into a deep, dark, romantic trap. He felt deep, warm appreciation for her massive, beautiful sacrifice. His sad, lonely heart slowly fell in love with my quiet, helpful cousin. The dirty, secret affair began quietly. I slept in the bright, cold hospital room completely unaware of the dark, dirty betrayal. I did not know another quiet woman was slowly stealing my rich, handsome husband and my sweet, perfect children. The deadly game was perfectly started. Part 2. The Stolen Life. I finally woke up from the deep, dark, terrible coma after 2 long, painful years. The bright white hospital lights hurt my sensitive, tired eyes completely. I breathed the cold, clean air and tried to remember my own famous name. I expected David to cry loud, happy, beautiful tears. I expected him to hold my weak, shaking hands tightly against his warm, strong chest. I wanted to see pure, absolute, bright relief on his handsome, tired face. But David looked at my pale, thin face with pure, raw, absolute shock. He did not look happy or relieved at all. He looked incredibly worried and completely, totally terrified. His dark eyes darted around the quiet hospital room nervously. He already gave his soft, romantic heart to another quiet woman. My sudden bright awakening ruined his new secret happy life completely. He did not know how to handle 2 different women in his complicated, messy world. He finally brought my 2 sweet, innocent children to the quiet, bright hospital room. I opened my weak, shaking arms to hug their small, warm bodies. I missed their sweet, loud laughs and their bright, happy smiles desperately. But my own sweet children did not run into my open, waiting arms. They stopped near the heavy wooden door and hid behind a tall, quiet woman. They looked at my pale, sick face with pure, raw, absolute fear. Emma stood in the bright, warm doorway. She held my frightened children tightly against her long, thin legs. My sweet young kids looked up and called her mommy. The innocent word cut my weak beating heart into a million tiny broken pieces. My own pure flesh and blood did not know me anymore. They completely forgot their real loving mother. Emma smiled a very sweet, gentle, polite smile at my shocked, crying face. But her dark brown eyes looked incredibly cold and totally dangerous. She did not want me to wake up from the dark, quiet sleep. She wanted me to die in the cold, bright hospital bed. She already successfully stole my perfect, shiny life completely. She was the new powerful queen of my massive house. I felt pure sudden toxic panic explode inside my weak, tired chest. I realized my massive, beautiful family was completely broken and totally stolen. I was an unwanted stranger in my own perfect, shiny story. The dark psychological nightmare officially began. Part 3. The Quiet Prisoner. I finally returned to my massive, beautiful house in a heavy metal wheelchair. The familiar bright rooms looked completely strange and totally different. I decided to stay incredibly quiet and completely calm. I needed a smart, careful plan to survive. I did not scream loud, angry words or fight David about his dirty, secret romantic affair. I swallowed my massive, heavy, proud anger completely. I accepted Emma's strange, dark presence in my own safe home. I was a quiet, silent prisoner. I desperately wanted to stay near my sweet, innocent children. I believed quiet, patient time would fix my broken, sad family. I thought my young, scared kids would slowly remember my real, pure, warm love. I was incredibly, totally wrong. Emma acted like a perfect, sweet, caring angel every single day. She brought me hot, delicious soup and soft, warm blankets. She bathed my weak, shaking body gently and brushed my long, dark hair carefully. She played the perfect fake saint. Her fake, bright kindness made me feel incredibly guilty and totally, deeply confused. She treated me like a sick, fragile child. David watched her sweet, gentle actions and loved her even more. He thought she was an absolute, perfect, pure miracle. One quiet, sunny afternoon, I rolled my heavy wheelchair into Emma's dark, quiet bedroom. I just wanted to find a small, clean white towel. I opened her top dark wooden drawer slowly. I found a massive, shocking, terrible secret hidden inside. I found my own expensive, shiny diamond necklace hidden under her soft clothes. The beautiful, heavy jewelry was a special romantic gift from David. The expensive silver chain was carefully altered and resized to fit her thick neck perfectly, flawlessly. I opened the other heavy wooden drawers quickly. She possessed all my expensive tailored clothes and my bright, shiny shoes. She was secretly wearing my expensive personal items when I was sleeping in the dark, cold hospital. She stole my physical things perfectly. I realized she was a dirty, sneaky thief. But I did not yell or call the strict city police. I closed the heavy wooden drawer quietly. I did not know her dark, terrible plan was much more dangerous than simple, cheap theft. Part 4. The Changing Face. I started to notice incredibly creepy tiny details about Emma's quiet physical appearance. I found old secret bank statements in the dark, dusty home office. Emma spent massive, heavy amounts of David's rich money while I was sleeping in the hospital. She visited expensive private plastic surgeons and secret medical clinics constantly. I looked at Emma's face very carefully in the bright, warm sunlight. Her old round nose was thinner, straighter, and much sharper now. It looked exactly perfectly like mine. Her cheekbones were higher and sharper. Her thin lips were injected to look perfectly full and soft. She underwent massive, expensive, painful plastic surgery to copy my famous, beautiful face completely. She transformed her physical body into a perfect fake copy. She did not just change her physical face. She also copied my personal daily habits perfectly flawlessly. She drank my favorite bitter green tea every single morning. She walked with my exact confident bouncy step. She wore my signature sweet, expensive perfume. I lay awake in my dark, quiet bed one rainy night. I heard Emma talking to David in the dark, narrow hallway. My heart stopped beating completely. She spoke with my exact soft, high vocal tone. She copied my voice perfectly. David kissed her softly in the dark, quiet shadows. He closed his tired eyes and held her thin waist. He did not notice the terrible, creepy difference at all. He thought he was kissing a better, healthier, stronger version of his broken wife. Emma was completely erasing my unique personal identity. She wanted to be the exact same woman, just without the sick, weak, broken body. The dark psychological trap was perfectly, brilliantly set. I was living with a dangerous, crazy, obsessed monster in my own house. Part 5. The Poison Minds. I desperately tried to play fun, loud games with my sweet, innocent children. I bought them bright, new, expensive toys and sweet chocolate candy. I wanted to hear their beautiful, happy laughs again. But they always ran away from my weak, shaking hands. They hid behind the large, heavy sofa and looked at me with deep, dark, angry eyes. They treated me like a scary, dangerous monster. My young, brave son Leo finally stepped forward and spoke to me with a loud, cruel, angry voice. Leo said, and Emma told them the dark, ugly truth about my terrible car crash. He said I drove my fast, expensive car into the heavy truck intentionally. He believed I wanted to commit suicide because I hated my sweet family completely. Emma poisoned their pure, innocent minds with terrible, dark, twisted lies. She told my sweet babies I wanted to abandon them forever. She brainwashed my own pure flesh and blood against their real, loving mother. She was a true, cruel, evil demon. I searched the massive, quiet house for our old, thick family photo albums. I wanted to show my frightened children my real, happy, warm smile. I wanted to prove I loved them deeply before the crash. I found the heavy books in the basement. My weak, tired heart broke into a million tiny dead pieces. Emma removed every single clear picture of my face from the thick, heavy books. She threw my beautiful memories into the dark, dirty garbage perfectly, completely. She replaced my old photos with new, bright pictures of herself holding the sweet children. She completely erased my historical existence from the big, beautiful house. She replaced my past, my present, and my bright future. I was officially a forgotten, invisible ghost. Part 6. The Broken Brakes. I absolutely needed to find the complete dark truth about my terrible car accident. I secretly hired a smart private investigator using an old hidden credit card. I asked him to check the old official police reports and the broken metal car parts. The smart, quiet investigator brought a thick, brown, heavy folder to my locked room. He looked incredibly worried and totally serious. He revealed a massive, shocking, terrible secret. My dangerous car accident was not a normal, unfortunate, random mistake at all. The massive, heavy truck did not cause the dangerous, bloody crash. Someone intentionally cut the thick black brake lines on my fast, expensive car. They wanted me to die a terrible, painful, bloody death on the dark, wet, slippery road. My dangerous car crash was actually a massive, cruel, planned, attempted murder. The investigator showed me a secret official bank statement. Emma paid a massive, heavy amount of dirty cash to a dangerous local criminal mechanic. She transferred the illegal dirty money exactly one day before my terrible bloody crash. My sweet, helpful cousin paid a dangerous, violent criminal to kill me perfectly. She planned the massive dark disaster with cold, brilliant, evil intelligence. She wanted my rich, successful husband, my massive, shiny house, and my beautiful, perfect life. She was an absolute cold-blooded, ruthless killer. She created the empty space so she could step into my warm, expensive shoes. I was living with my own murderer. Part 7. The Perfect Copy. I confronted Emma in the quiet, dark kitchen late that night. I showed her the thick, brown, heavy folder and the secret printed bank statement. I expected her to cry loud, ugly, desperate tears and beg for sweet, warm human mercy. I expected pure, raw, sudden panic to destroy her calm, fake face. But Emma did not look scared or worried at all. She poured a tall glass of cold, clear water incredibly calmly. She looked at my pale, shaking face with an icy smile. She admitted the massive, terrible, bloody crime instantly and perfectly, completely. She did not try to hide her dark, evil actions. She said she always hated her poor, boring, ugly, lonely life. She was always the sad, invisible shadow behind my bright success. She decided she truly deserved my perfect, shiny castle and my massive, heavy bank accounts. She did not just want to steal my handsome, rich husband. She wanted to completely, totally become me entirely. She wanted to be the perfect, new, ultimate Sarah. She looked at my weak, broken, paralyzed body with pure, absolute, cold disgust. She told me she was a much better, stronger, smarter version of me. She said David and the innocent children loved the new perfect fake copy much more. She completely, totally believed her own sick, twisted, crazy dark lies. She was a true, dangerous psychopath. She told me I was completely useless and totally obsolete. She promised she would finish the dark, deadly job she started 2 long years ago. Part 8. The Crazy Wife. I grabbed the thick brown heavy folder and drove my car to the strict city police station. I demanded to see the top senior detective immediately. I slammed the solid evidence onto his dark wooden desk. I told him my cruel cousin tried to murder me. The strict senior detective listened to my loud, desperate, angry words quietly. He did not look angry, shocked, or ready to help. He picked up his black, heavy desk phone and called my husband. David arrived at the bright police station very quickly. David brought a large white official medical file to the strict detective. He showed the powerful police my official hospital records. The strict records stated my severe brain damage caused massive, terrifying hallucinations and deep, crazy, dangerous paranoia. David told the police I was completely, totally, hopelessly insane. He said I invented the crazy, wild murder story because I was deeply sick and jealously angry at Emma's sweet, helpful nature. He acted like a sad, tired, loving, worried husband protecting his crazy wife. The strict senior detective believed the handsome, rich husband completely instantly. The police threw my solid, valid, printed evidence into the dark, dirty garbage can. They refused to investigate the old broken car or the secret bank transfers. They told David to take his crazy, sick, broken wife back to the quiet, safe house. Nobody believed a broken, brain-damaged woman. My massive, brilliant escape plan failed completely, totally. I was dragged back to the dark, dangerous trap, perfectly helplessly. Part 9. The Sweet Medicine. David locked me inside my large, bright, beautiful bedroom. He locked the heavy wooden door from the dark outside hallway. He said it was strictly for my own personal daily safety. He believed I was a dangerous, crazy risk to the young, innocent children. I was officially a trapped, lonely, hopeless prisoner in my own massive home. Emma became my official full-time private medical nurse. She visited my locked, quiet room every single morning and dark evening. She possessed the only shiny silver key. She brought me sweet hot green tea and small strange white pills. She said the strong medicine would calm my crazy angry brain and fix my deep paranoia. I tried to refuse the strange bitter small pills desperately. But David forced me to swallow the bitter medicine with angry, strict, cold words. He completely, fully trusted the fake perfect copy. Emma smiled a cruel, nasty, evil smile in the dark shadows behind his broad, strong back. A few short weeks later, my physical body started to fail completely, totally. My weak arms and thin legs felt incredibly heavy and totally numb. I could not move my toes or speak clear, loud words anymore. Emma was slowly, secretly poisoning my weak, broken body. The tiny white pills contained a rare, dangerous, slow paralytic drug. She was forcing my awake, conscious mind back into a dark, terrible, silent prison. I was completely awake, but totally helplessly paralyzed. Part 10. The New Queen. I lie quietly in my bright, beautiful, expensive bed today. I cannot move a single tiny, fragile muscle. I cannot blink my dry, tired eyes or scream loud, desperate, angry words. I am completely, totally trapped inside my own quiet, heavy, dead body. David walks into the bright, sunny room very slowly. He looks at my still, quiet body with deep, sad, pathetic pity. He thinks my broken brain finally shut down completely. He turns around and hugs Emma tightly against his strong, warm chest. He kisses her soft, red, fake lips with pure, deep, absolute romantic passion. David looks deeply into Emma's dark eyes and calls her Sarah. He completely, fully accepts the beautiful fake replacement forever. He erased the real broken wife from his mind entirely. The dark, twisted psychological game is officially, completely, totally finished. My sweet young children run into the bright, quiet room. They hug Emma's long, thin legs and call her their beautiful, perfect, loving mother. Emma strokes their soft hair gently and perfectly. She looks directly over their small heads into my wide, awake, paralyzed, terrified eyes. Emma smiles a terrifying, victorious, pure evil smile. She finally owns my rich, handsome husband, my sweet, beautiful children, and my absolute, entire, perfect identity. The cruel fake copy won the massive, dark, deadly game completely. The perfect, flawless version rules the shiny house forever. I am buried completely alive.